What's up, Grognard? Sam here, and I am with the original Grognard himself.
The Grog.
Todd is here, of course, the owner of Grognard Games and Hobbies, and we're going to be doing a spotlight feature in our newsletter going forward, and these videos will all be in those newsletters. And of course, it was only fitting that we started with you, Todd.
Greetings, Grognards.
Thank you very much for doing this. I just wanted to kick it off with a question of when and how did you first get into tabletop gaming?
As a Grognard, and it's appropriate I'm wearing this shirt today. This is the box set that started it all. This, if you don't know, wasn't the very first box set ever, but it's traditionally known as the Red Box. This was Dungeons and Dragons, a red box that I got when I think I was 11 years old. And I tell people all the time, this is the reason that I'm sitting here today. This is the reason that Grognard Games exists. Oddly enough, my best friend had coming off the bus one day said, "Hey, Todd, come over when you get home after dinner. I got this new cool thing I want to show you, a new game." And I said, sure. I came over and my buddy had the red box, this thing called Dungeons and Dragons. A week or so later, I got the red box at home, and the rest is history, as they say. That really sparked my interest in the fantasy genre and Lord of the Rings and all of the fantasy books that came out after that. And lots and lots and lots of hours of playing Dungeons and Dragons, floor of my bedroom, nose in books, reading, and making characters and playing games with a few of my friends. And that just really, really was the start of all of it. I got into everything, all of the stuff that became my gaming hobby over the years because of that spark from back in the day. Some of you may know, this is not my first game store. So I had a game store in the early 2000s. It was called Crooked Hat Games. It was just down the road from the current Roselle Grognard Games. And I did that because I wanted to, it's everybody says it's the dream to own the game store. If you're a gamer and you hung out in game stores, you want to own one and just be immersed in it all the time, right? And so we did that for a number of years, and that was a lot of fun. And I learned a lot about what to do, both in a game store and as a business, and what not to do in a game store and as a business. And then flash forward, that was open for 3 years. And then flash forward 15 years or so, a friend of mine came to me and said, "Hey, I want to open a game store, and I know you have some experience. Would you be interested in partnering up with me?" And so after a few months of that conversation, I decided, yes, I wanted to do that. But weirdly, that person dropped out. And so, but it was too late. He had lit the fire in me. I decided I wanted to open a game store on my own and with a couple of partners. And the reason ultimately that we decided to to go forward with it was because we were still gaming in game stores, and there just was not a really great place to play games in the kind of Chicagoland area and there were certainly places, and some of them were pretty good, but none of them were really what we would prefer, right? And so the ultimate original reason was just we wanted to create the game store that we wanted to hang out in. And that was it. We wanted a comfortable place. We wanted a clean place. We wanted a friendly place that carried the things that we like to play and would attract the people that we wanted to play with. And so it was a fairly, selfish reason to start. We really liked playing games, and we just needed a cool place to play them in. So that was the original reason